Hey you, so on this video, thou shalt not slab, I wanted to get the general opinion from all individuals on coins that you would not slab or grade. So I wanted to get a consensus on a whole range of coins, or even a coin, or even the process itself, on why you would not grade that coin or grade in general. So this came about as I was conversating with a friend. You guys may know him, TZ, Truly Zambian, aka the King of Wakanda, and we was just conversating about grading in general, and we're scratching our head as to some of the coins that some individuals send in. So I just wanted to put some information out there and hopefully get some input as to, even an individual wanted to know or see what was worth grading and what not, and I'll just give my opinions on coins that I have and just my experience and why I wouldn't grade certain coins. So before I get into that, just wanted to mention again that I am on other platforms now, and it'd be fantastic if you haven't done so already, you came and joined and follow me on them. So I'm on Steemit, I'm also on the Silver Forum, and I'm on Instagram. So I've left links to all of those in the description. So when we're talking about grading in general, I've already gone through the experience. I'm displaying some of my results here. So when I'm looking at it, I'll mention why I grade that. If we're looking at a coin and it fits my criteria and I believe it's strong enough to go on, whereas if I put it in a slab, I can truly get the full maximum potential out of the coin and truly capitalize, and that's going to be the only reason why I would grade. Now, when I was displaying my grades, I was talking about and iron and ore, of how nice and slimline these slabs actually were, and I could absolutely see, but I think that was just a euphoric rush. It's wore off a little now, and I mean, you have to take into account, even if you did want to slab these up just for storage purposes, you're actually paying a cost there. So you need to start asking yourself, is it really worth it? I mean, I'll be brutally honest here, it has crossed my mind even since I've done my last grading experience, that some of the coins you have can actually go on to do fantastic things raw. Now, depending on what type of returns you like to see back, percentage wise, anything from 20 to 50%, some of these coins, even some I'm displaying here, have actually gone on to do that. And especially when we're talking about the recent anniversary sovereigns in question, I mean, some of them in the raw state have gone on to damn near command 50% profit within a month, so under 4 weeks. And now, for me, that's my model all over. So sometimes I need to question myself whether I'm just getting a little too greedy, because if you've got a coin and you technically need to do absolutely no work and you can sell it for 50% more than you bought it for 2 weeks later, and just that alone as well, the coin's strong enough that it will actually sell within a short period of time, do you really want to go ahead and grade it and then start gambling? Some coins are definitely worth grading. I've mentioned those before, and I'm looking at a lot more gold, as a lot of people are, because it's just a lot more secure, a lot safer, and people just mentally are more accustomed to paying a lot more for something more customized in gold. But definitely wouldn't write off silver. But moving forward, I will be cherry picking a lot more, and just questioning my own morals in that if I can go on and do a lot more in the coin in its raw state, do I really need to go on and slab it up? I mean, for me, if you've got a coin that's doing good things, I mean, it's appreciating slowly. I mean, this coin here is a prime example. It's been out for its time, it's hit its peaks, it's dropped a little, so it's rare to find one slabbed. So this is the reason why I initially went ahead and slabbed them. They are doing okay, and I'll break into the markets in a moment. It's a fantastic and a prime example of a coin to slab. It's nothing we have available right now. I mean, all owners would need to slab them to really saturate the market. So it's a good enough coin. But in my situation, being an individual in Europe, slabbing really is a very quiet thing here. And I've found that out as I've been advertising a few of these slabs. In the UK alone, I highly doubt I could sell any of my slab coins for any type of profit. I mean, if I'm a lot of my collector coins, the UK is a very stale market for the collector pieces. Now, with a lot of the German dealers I'm doing business with and European dealers, it would be also, I'd say, very hard to go ahead and sell for any type of a profit off of the slab itself. A lot of the times in Europe, they're looking at the coin itself, and this is when a lot of people say buy the coin and not the slab. It does make a lot of sense, because you're actually slabbing a very hot product already. So sometimes you just question, and I understand the slabbing process was just set up for a lot of the older coins to get authenticated and graded by a professional to give people peace of mind. So when we're talking modern bullion, I can definitely see the technicalities and the ums and the ahs for a lot of the reasons for why, and this is why I wanted to get everybody's opinion in the comments as to why you absolutely wouldn't slab a certain coin, or is it even worth it. Now for me, getting on to why I wouldn't slab a certain coin, I've mentioned already that I need to be able to go on and maximize and fully push the coin at its best state. So if I can't get back costs involved plus a decent profit back, and now I'm also having to take into account, would this coin done well enough in its raw state. On this piece here and this rawest, I already can receive a certain percentage, so I think it's got a bit more age to it, so then slabbing it I can go on to push more. But when we're talking something a lot newer, and remember sometimes things really peak and then dip, so we could be taking this, I mean I'm seeing raw copies of this selling for upwards of 250 euros, and that was just for a recent dealer. So taking that into account, slabbing putting a sticker on it or putting it in a slab, and can it and will it sell just as fast, or can it go a lot more higher in the raw state? Once again, I don't really mind, because this is the first of a series, so you only need to worry about it being in silver milk spots. But first 2029, so on the third or the fourth motif, you're going to really start seeing some silly numbers for the first motif, I believe, or even a lot sooner. So I'm real content. I'm in a position where I don't really need to rush myself. But as I was mentioning, dealer wise, in Europe, the only dealers I've seen in the UK that even dabble with slab coins are the London Coin Company, and the owner must be a multi-millionaire, because he's of the same business model, and that a lot of these coins I believe are extremely overpriced, but they're the only dealers I see that do slab their coins. But I can only imagine that a lot of their customers are in the American market, so either they're buying just rare, I mean I think they slab down every single coin that they have, and you'd only think that because I can't see them doing fantastic turnover when there's the kind of coins that they're slabbing. So it does make me scratch my head there looking at some of the coins. But on to another reason why I wouldn't personally slab. If it's a waste of money, I mean, whether you're buying it just so that you can stack your coins up or just easy storage, you're paying for that luxury. So are you really gaining in the long run when you're doing it for those purposes? And even I mean, the only reason I put it out here now to justify, and you've got to be real to yourself, is if you like it, I'm doing it because I like it, then hey, you're buying the coin and then you get to like the nice, this PCGS slimline sexy looking plastic holder. I mean, this NGC, you get a VCR holder. That's a slide, just being facetious, but you know, you're paying for this thing here. So if it's a waste of money from the coin that's stagnating or depreciating, for me, I personally can't see the sense to it, and a lot of people see that with bullion, and it'd be fantastic to hear your points on that also in the comments. And then another reason would be, it's not going to bring any newfound desirability to the coin, and you know, buy the coin, not the slab, comes into mind there once again. So if you've already got a hot coin, a lot of the legwork's already done. The legwork is already done for you. So is you now having the coin in the slab. I mean, you may have a fantastic coin and then have the fantastic grade. And when we're talking modern coins, we've all got to be honest with ourselves. If you don't get a 70, some individuals, especially fragile individuals, may start consider harming themselves. So you are taking a risk there, and it doesn't do yourself no favors when you start taking a risk on a damn near dud straight off the bat. So these are just a few of the reasons for why I myself personally wouldn't even consider grading a coin. And as I've said, I've scrutinized them a lot harder now, when I can see I can make more than fairly enough decent returns on a coin in its raw state. So I just wanted to find out the general consensus of everybody out there watching this who wanted to participate in the comments as to why you wouldn't go ahead and grade a coin, or thou shalt not slab. So once again, go ahead and follow me on those other platforms in the description. Go ahead and subscribe if you ain't done so already, and I'll catch you guys on the rebound.